If you're a longtime viewer of this channel, then you would know how important I think ergonomics is in the world of productivity. I've talked about ergonomic chairs and desk setups in previous videos, and today I'm going to be talking about chairs once more. And when it comes to workspace ergonomics, there is a name that is a cut above the rest, and that's Herman Miller. I won't go into detail about the history of the Herman Miller brand. There are other YouTube channels that already have published videos that will do a much better job of doing that than I can. But I will say that it is almost impossible to have a discussion about ergonomic chairs without mentioning the brand Herman Miller. And I've been lucky enough to partner up with CWC Interiors, a local supplier of Herman Miller products, to talk about some of the best chairs that they can offer in their lineup. You might already be familiar with the Herman Miller Aeron, which is already considered as the most popular office chair in the world. But I'll talk about the Aeron in another video. For this video, I'll be talking about other less popular but still really good Herman Miller ergonomic chairs. The Herman Miller Sayl, the Mirra 2, the Embody, and the Cosm. I will discuss the prices, features, and my personal experience of sitting in these chairs. All of this to help you figure out which Herman Miller chair might be best for you. Now, before we start, it's important to note that these chairs are premium products and they might not be within your budget range, but it's also worth noting that they all come with 12-year warranties, and so you know that you're getting a quality product. And if you stick around until the end of this video, I'll give you details on how you can get big discounts for your Herman Miller chair. And as a disclaimer, CWC did give me the Herman Miller Mirra 2 chair for my own personal usage, and they also lent me the other chairs to try out for myself, but they have absolutely no control over what I'm going to say in this video. All of the thoughts and opinions that will be expressed in this video are my own, and with all of the disclaimers out of the way, let's get to the review. First up, we have the Herman Miller Sayl. The chair was designed by Yves Behar in partnership with Herman Miller. It's called the Sayl because the backrest resembles the sail that you would find on a boat, and the letter Y of the Sayl name is in reference to the Y shape of the frame of the chair's backrest. This is one of the most affordable chairs in Herman Miller's lineup, and I will also venture to say that it is the funnest looking chair out of the entire Herman Miller collection. The seat cushion of the Sayl is made up of a soft foam. It's incredibly soft and plush, and it provides a good sinking sensation. However, since it is made up of a foam, it is not going to be more breathable than the mesh options that you find in other ergonomic chairs. But it is definitely a lot more breathable than a leather padded cushion. The backrest of the Sayl has a very interesting design that was inspired by the suspension system of the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. Herman Miller calls this their 3D intelligent back design, and it allows the sitter to stretch and move freely while also staying supported. This particular model does not come with a lumbar support, but the back is designed in a natural curved shape that mimics the curve of a spine. Surprisingly, I thought I always needed lumbar support for a chair, but when I sat in the Sayl, it was really comfortable. But I will say that the Sayl is not the best option for people who are looking for a chair with a higher back that extends all the way to their upper back. So this may not be the best option for people who are taller, maybe 6 feet and above. The armrests also aren't the most comfortable that I've experienced, but they aren't necessarily uncomfortable either. They're made of a relatively solid foam that offer good support without necessarily digging into the skin of your elbows. When it comes to adjustability, the Sayl offers the standard seat height adjustment that allows you to go up and down. But another cool feature about the Sayl is that it does have seat depth adjustment. So if you have longer legs, you can stretch the chair out either forward or backwards in order to compensate for it. The armrest height can also be adjusted up and down, but it can't do anything beyond that. The Sayl offers 2 tilt lock functions. It's either you're fully upright or you're in a fully reclined position. You can also adjust the tension control of your tilt via the knob here under the chair. And when it comes to the collar options, I think this is where the Sayl really shines. It's such a fun looking chair and it really does look like a work of art. The Mirra 2 is the Herman Miller chair that I personally like the most. It's a chair that was designed by the designers of Studio 7.5, and it's also the chair that I use for my own personal desk setup. I know that the Aeron is the quote-unquote iconic chair, but after sitting in all of the chairs myself, I really do like the Mirra the most. And a lot of that has to do with the back support of the Mirra 2. The Mirra 2's name is in reference to a mirror because that's exactly what the chair is designed to do. The Mirra is designed to mirror your body's preferred sitting position, and that's best embodied by the chair's butterfly back system by Herman Miller. Just like the Aeron, the Mirra offers you a mesh backrest material to rest your back on, but the Mirra has an additional tri-flex back layer that does a better job of really supporting all of your back aside from just the lumbar. And this particular variant that I have does have a non-adjustable lumbar support. There is a version wherein you can adjust the lumbar, but I've already owned 3 different ergonomic chairs in the past, and I've found that I usually just set the lumbar support to one setting and then I leave it there forever without adjusting it ever again. So that's why I just opted to get the Mirra with a non-adjustable lumbar support. The Mirra seat cushion is made out of a similar mesh that the backrest is made out of. I will say that it's a very firm cushion that provides more support than actual comfort, and it took me almost 1 week to get used to the firmness of the Mirra seat cushion. But now I feel like my body has acclimated itself to the chair and I can sit in it comfortably for very long periods. The seat also has a bucket design that's designed to mimic the curve of your buttocks and your legs. The Mirra 2 also has seat depth adjustment, but it's different from the Sayl in the sense that you don't necessarily move the seat forward and back. The Mirra seat depth adjustment is more sophisticated because all you have to do is to lower the front part of the seat lip, and this will help alleviate the pressure on your legs so that you make sure that the seat is designed to suit your personal sitting preferences. The Mirra 2 armrests also have this very interesting teardrop design, wherein the armrests droop downward into the front. The armrest isn't as firm as the Sayl's armrest, but I wouldn't say that it's soft or plush either. It's a good middle ground between being supportive but also comfortable. Aside from being able to move the armrest up and down, you can also move it forward and backward, and you can pivot it diagonally. You can also move the armrests laterally from left to right. And it's only the Mirra chair that offers this level of adjustability for its armrest among the entire Herman Miller chair lineup. Of course, the Mirra seat can also go up and down. It has 3 different locking positions: upright, mid-tilt, and full tilt. You can also adjust the tension control of the tilt via this knob. I usually tighten this up for whenever I'm in work mode, and whenever I just want to relax and lounge around, I'll usually loosen it up so I can recline my chair easily. I really love the level of adjustability that you get with this chair, and I don't think I'm ever going to upgrade this chair to anything else in the future. This is my end game. And another plus for this chair, for those who are into sustainability and circular design like me, the Mirra 2 chair is the only chair in the Herman Miller lineup to get a cradle-to-cradle certification. And while I do love the Mirra 2 chair, I have to say that the Embody is the best looking chair in the Herman Miller lineup. It has this futuristic space odyssey design going for it, but more than just looking great, the Embody's back support is amazing. As its name implies, the chair is designed to embody your preferred sitting position. Let's start with the fabric material that's covering the back and the seat. It's a very soft and plush fabric that isn't necessarily as breathable as mesh, but it's definitely more comfortable. The Embody seat, I think, is the best facet of the chair because it's able to accommodate people who have bigger legs, and it's also ideal for people who may want to violate the rules of ergonomics by sitting in a cross-legged position. The seat itself has a wider and flatter space when compared to the Mirra or the Sayl, and out of all of the chairs I tested, I think that the Embody has the most comfortable seat. And that's because both the seat and the back of the chair are made up of what Herman Miller calls its pixelated support. And this is a technology that's supposedly designed to support every single minor movement that your body makes. And whereas the Mirra 2 chair offers a more firm support that's designed to get you to sit in a certain way, the Embody is more of a relaxed support that allows you to feel comfortable regardless of what position you're in. It's also worth noting that there is a squeaking sound in the chair whenever you move around in it, but it's not a personal issue for me. The Embody also doesn't have a dedicated lumbar support feature, but it does have Herman Miller's back fit adjustment feature that's supposedly designed to mimic the natural curve of your ribs and your spine. You can also adjust how upright you want to be in this chair with this lever system here, and you can also adjust the seat depth of the chair by pulling up on these 2 levers on both sides and either pulling it backward or pushing it forward. The Embody has 4 tilt lock positions that you can lock with this lever here, and you can also adjust the seat height with this weird looking knob. Now, I know I've been raving a lot about this chair, but it also has its fair share of weaknesses, and I think the armrest is one of its biggest weakness. Don't get me wrong, it's not a bad armrest, it's very comfortable, and it does offer so much space for your forearm to rest on. And the Embody also has the easiest up and down mechanism out of all the Herman Miller chairs. But that's just the thing, it can only go up and down, and it does have lateral adjustments, but you can't twist the armrests inward or outward, you can't push it forward or backward. Now, it's not necessarily a deal breaker, it's still an amazing chair, but it's just something you might want to take note of. The Cosm is the most unique chair out of the bunch in the sense that it doesn't offer much adjustability. With the previous chairs, we talked all about how they have so many adjustability features. But with the Cosm chair, it goes up and down and that's it. There is a variant that has adjustable armrests, but the base model doesn't have that. And at first, I thought I wouldn't like this chair, and it's also the most expensive of the bunch, so it just didn't make sense to me why anyone would want to pay this kind of money for a chair that you can't adjust. But then I sat in it. And wow, I didn't find myself looking for any lumbar adjustments, seat depth adjustments, tension control, or any of that. The chair just felt so comfortable right off the bat. I literally felt like I was floating in the chair. And apparently there are 3 parts of the chair that contribute to its anti-gravity sensation. First, the chair features a flexible frame that adapts to the shape and the movement of your back. It's also a one-piece design all the way from the backrest to the seat of the chair, and that means that there's gapless support all the way from your back to your butt and your legs. And it provides passive spinal support that feels just right. But I think that the best part of the chair is its harmonic tilt feature. I don't know how Herman Miller did it, but the chair just naturally tilts back whenever I want to relax, and it naturally stays upright whenever I want to work. The best way that I can describe this chair is that imagine all of the previous chairs that we discussed as manual transmission cars. If you want to go to a certain speed, you have to shift gears before you can actually get into that position. But the Cosm is like an automatic transmission car. You don't have to shift gears or pull any levers or tighten any knobs in order for you to get to the position you want. You merely have to change your position and then the chair will just naturally adapt to what you want. If you do get this chair, I would suggest for you to get the height adjustable armrest variant. But wow, this chair just blew me away and it really does look like a piece of art. If you want to try out the chairs for yourself, you can visit the CWC showroom here in Cebu. They are open from Mondays to Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can even set an appointment for you to try out the chairs for yourself. I'll give you the contact number here. But here's the thing, I know that these chairs are really expensive, but CWC Interiors actually has a bunch of promos and discounts that are really generous right now. There are even some chairs that are being discounted by as much as 20,000 pesos. And if you do go visit the showroom, please do tell them that it was me who referred you. I will be coming out with more Herman Miller content in the future, so please stay tuned for that. Until then, it's been great having you here. Please do check the other videos on my channel. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel so that you always stay updated with every new release of a video. Again, thank you for your time and I'll see you guys around again soon.